Say hi, Grandma.
Hi. Hey guys, it's me. You know what's pretty awesome? Right now, I'm in DC, and what's going on outside? A hurricane. So yeah, I figured I'd probably finish this video on up for everyone and give you a review of my first week here in DC on the East Coast. It's pretty awesome. So first we were at Grandma's house and we did a lot of driving, and country roads all look the same actually, as you can tell by this footage. And it was really great though to get to see my family because I love my family, and it was really great to see my cousins. While we were there, we went to get ice cream from one of the coolest places in Baltimore to get ice cream. It's super great. Aunt Suzanne, where are we going?
We are going to Bloom's Farm for ice cream. And thank you very much.
And isn't it like one of the most obscure places ever?
It is. It's
yeah,
out,
look how obscure it is with all of these people here.
It's just obscure, but it has the best ice cream in the whole world.
This is a true fact.
As the surface break, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I want to turn the whole thing upside down. We'll find the things they say just can't be found. I'll share this love I find with everyone. Thanks for singing, dancing.
So we drove to DC after visiting my grandma, and it was really cool to be driving in this place for the very first time. I've never been to DC before for an extended period of time without, just going to the touristy things. Driving through DC is really interesting because it's a combination of old and new, and it's just so fascinating to see everything put next to each other.
I'm really excited.
So what is it?
I don't know, I can't read it. It looks very important. Where important people go with important business.
After seeing a lot of important buildings for important people, we decided that it was time to walk to American University to find out what that campus is actually like. So that's what we did. We walked along, I think it was Nebraska Avenue, and walked all the way to American University. My dad said it was only 2 miles, but it felt a lot longer. It was so long. And finally, after walking those 2 miles, we ended up on American University. We walked by the building of the School of Public Affairs, which I guess is kind of the biggest deal for that campus. And American's really beautiful, so I'm really excited to be studying here.
So here's main campus. And that's where I am. That's where I'll be living.
You're actually right there.
Specifically there. They said, oh, it's only a block from main campus. That's a really big block.
After exploring main campus a little bit, we decided that we would walk over to Tenley campus, which is a very far away place. So, on the way we passed by this Filipino store, and then we passed by this bus stop, and then we were in my dorm, and it was really empty. Then something crazy happened.
So, what did we just experience here in DC?
Can't you believe it? An earthquake. A 6.0 earthquake.
Is that normal?
Not at all.
As Californians, we're like, whatevs, and what did everybody else do?
Earthquake, yeah! See? Just that.
Yeah, just like that. They scream earthquake. They scream earthquake.
And we're like, oh, that was an earthquake.
Normal day. Sounds good. I guess the Earth thought I was such a big deal they had to alert the populace.
Yes, I guess so.
That's obviously the only explanation.
That's it.
That's the only explanation.
That's it.
After watching some crazy news about the The earthquake, we went to the White House and looked at the monument, and then walked through the White House again while people were playing soccer and softball, and then we went on a tour where we looked at all of the other important buildings for important people, like this, which is the plaza where Martin Luther King and his people started to march from there. I know people is not the right term, but that's what I'm gonna say right now because I really can't remember. And then we walked by this, and then it was nighttime, and it was just really beautiful. Everything in DC is beautiful, and everything seems important, and it feels like everything important in life is happening here right now. And then we took the metro back to Tenley Town, which is where I'm living. And then we heard this guy playing guitar.
And then we moved me in, and it was really great. I got to meet my German roommate. She's so cool. Her name's Ina. She's super cool, super sweet. And we've been bonding. We watched The Cosby Show together, and we watched Don Juan de Marco with Marlon Brando and Johnny Depp, and that's kind of awesome, by the way. So you should watch that movie if you ever get the chance. Also, I went out a couple of times. That was interesting. Like on Thursday, I went out with some kids on the floor, but they were all freshmen, which was kind of a disappointment. The party that we went to, it was disappointing. But then we went on Friday, we went out with Ina and her German friends. And it was really, really cool. We went out dancing, and it was so much fun. Germans really know how to dance. It was great. Yeah, the majority of international students I've met here are German or Norwegian, which I thought was interesting. The Germans are like, I hate it. We just want them to go back to Germany. We don't want them to be here. We want to speak English, but then you would be speaking English, and then someone will speak to you in German because they know you're German. And it's really amusing because it's like the hot commodity are the American students and not the international students, so that's pretty amusing to me. Mostly because I expected to not have so many international students and so many of them to be German. Yeah, it's really cool. The earthquake was such a big deal, but it was not that big of a deal. And now we're here for a hurricane. It's pretty weird. It's wiggy, man. Like, it's really windy outside right now, and it's really hot while it rains, but the water's cold, so it's like a reverse shower. So the air is hot, but the water's cold, and that kind of sucks. It's not as much fun. And it's not like San Francisco, where if you could see what it looks like outside right now, you would think it's freezing, but it's actually like 85 degrees outside, and it's kind of humid. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's hot all the time, at least so far. I'm sure in a month or so it's gonna be not like that. It's probably gonna be cold in a month or two, but exciting. I'm going to see Jason Mraz with Ina in September on the 24th, and then I'm also we're gonna go see on Halloween, we're gonna see Panic at the Disco. So basically, when it comes to concerts, that's probably where all my money's going, by the way. Parents, if you're watching, sorry. Yeah, I know you want me to use it on food, but no, I'm gonna starve myself so I can go to as many concerts as possible. You know, that's how we do, as youngins. We all just want to go out and party and go to the concerts with the rock and roll. But yeah, that's basically what my first week has been. I mean, met some cool people. Some really cool people this week. One of the guys down the hall watches Doctor Who, so we're like gonna be best friends. Well, no, probably not, but yeah, he watches Doctor Who, so we're probably gonna watch Doctor Who tonight while we're all penned in here because of the hurricane. which I don't think is going to be too bad. I think it's just going to be a lot of wind and a lot of rain. At least that's what I hope it's going to be. Because it would kind of suck if it's more than that. It would be awful. Like, yeah, awful. But it's going to be kind of cool to be able to say, I've been in a hurricane, unlike a lot of people I know. Yeah, that's right. I've been in a hurricane, guys. That's exciting. That's really exciting. And terrifying. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go now. Because I need to figure out what I'm gonna research for my class, and I need to send emails to my professors and make my resume better. So, Dad, don't forget to feed Stuart, and I'll see you next Sunday. All right, bye.